So everybody's accustomed to static racking. You've got static racking, you've got an aisle in between each one. The biggest advantage to mobilizing your racking is space. You're paying for all that empty air. So what we're doing is we're taking those static racks and we're putting them all together. You have access to one aisle, two aisle, three aisles, however you want to engineer it. You're going to be saving floor space, air space, the whole thing. Taking the racks that everybody's accustomed to, and it's their investment. You've got a warehouse full of racking, you've got an investment in that racking and that storage. That same racking will be mobilized by ActiveRack. We come in, we bring that carriage up underneath your already invested in racking, and we mobilize it, squeeze it down. We can add more space, storage, and accessibility to that system, as well as give you more productivity on the floor. One of the major differences in ActiveRack as opposed to other high density systems is accessibility. We're not losing any accessibility in any of the racking. You have access to all of the racking you had before. You're just now taking better advantage of your square footage. So the ActiveRack mobilized storage system is best suited to customers who are looking at medium to slow moving materials. By using priority aisles in larger systems where they have a choice of 2 or 3 aisles that they are going to more often than others, when the system's dormant, those aisles would naturally become available at all times. And then the slower moving materials would be moved into aisles that would be opened when needed. So materials like that are usually MRO, slow moving supplies, general stores for manufacturing, replacement parts, maintenance parts, things like that. It's an ideal system for that, over and above a pushback system or other systems that are considered high density mobile but don't have full accessibility.
ActiveRack really covers a variety of applications, but specifically manufacturing, warehouse, and distribution. Probably the greatest opportunity that we do have with ActiveRack is in the manufacturing environments in which you're storing raw materials, work in process, and finished goods. In distribution, although materials are moving fast, there always are items that are relatively medium to slow moving materials that can be isolated out of the general day-to-day operations and be put and compressed into our ActiveRack systems and make better utilization of space. Well, there's several ways to reduce costs with ActiveRack, depending upon what your needs are. If you're looking to put more materials in a particular facility because maybe SKUs have proliferated and expanded, you're able to do that without expanding, potentially putting a building expansion on. In some cases, you have to store materials off-site. When you store materials off-site, you have the transportation logistics as well as the additional lease cost and rental space of moving those materials, so you have the labor involved with that as well. And then also from the standpoint, if you're looking to condense your storage capability, maybe you have manufacturing that's expanding and you have a lot of storage needs based on your product offering, product lines. You need to basically compress that storage so you can free up space for manufacturing. And the manufacturing space is a very valuable space because it's providing basically revenue to the company. So you need to look at storage with ActiveRack as not just the space optimization, but what it does overall to the company's operation efficiently and bottom line. Probably the best feature that we have is to be able to apply the product to the application's needs. We have 3 different weight capacities to fit really any potential weight load capabilities. The product is modular, so we can basically size the product to be the most optimal in the space that's needed. We also provide, as standard, a whole arsenal of safeties and options that provide a lot of different value-added features to the product as well. But from a standpoint of applications across the industries, we have many sectors that we really service, from aerospace to general manufacturing to pharmaceutical manufacturing, food processing. It really is, it's kind of endless to where you can apply the product line. It's usually a fit within most any type of business out there, but again, it's there to basically help customers optimize their space, improve their efficiency, and give them other options to store materials and be part of making storage part of their storage solution as well as their operations.